Hi and welcome to Can Talk, the show where we can talk about movies. On today's show, we're going to look at Guardians of the Galaxy.
We've been at the cinema and watched the movie.
Hope you're ready. It'll be here any minute. Is that a rifle?
You don't know what a rifle looks like?
So, Ted, what do you think about it? Do you enjoy it?
It's a good film for me to go to just pass the time. I didn't feel the hour and a half, 2 hours going. It was carried me all the way through it. I can't say I was thrilled all the way through it. There were certain points where I was like, well, when is this going to finish?
When I was in the cinema, I thought it's quite good, especially the first half hour, or the first hour even maybe. And I thought, oh, this is up with the first part. And now I'm thinking, will I ever watch it again? Maybe, but no. Probably not.
No. I got this impression. The first half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour was strong. Good opening. They carried on the visual style of the first film very well. And
many vistas.
So many vistas.
Colorful vistas.
Very colorful. It had that full color effect. Very kind of multicolored. And that's fine. And that's the same as the first film. The first film was also very colorful and very saturated and it's nice.
But inspiration from the real universe, from the Hubble telescope.
Yes.
They look at some pictures and say, "Oh, that's colorful. Let's try this." It works nice.
The galaxy is quite colorful. There was lots of sequences in this. They pushed the color even more, I think. So the sequence where there is I'm not gonna no spoilers at this stage, but the sequence where there was some sort of event in space and other spaceships showed up and they reciprocated and they made the celebration even more colorful by pumping out some sort of light flares in space. That was really, really cool. I have a bit of an issue though, because it's so dense. There's so
every frame, so much is going on.
There's so much going on in every frame that after a while you start getting fatigue from all the denseness. You get a bit tired of looking out for the important details in amongst all the stuff happening. And I can do that for a while, but I think it does get tiring.
I'm gonna kill some guys! Well, that's intense.
I had a little bit of a problem with the characters, especially Chris Pratt.
Okay.
He was kind of useless.
He's okay, he's charismatic and he has some good lines and stuff, but he doesn't seem to do much.
He is good as an actor for the part, but the character, there is no character.
In this movie, there's nothing happening for him. Yeah. He doesn't learn anything, he doesn't develop anything,
He's very passive, I would say.
Yeah, he's a passive protagonist.
Passive protagonist, don't do that.
Yeah, he's passive in this, and that's not helpful. Because in the first one he took charge a lot of times. He did stuff. In this film, he was mostly reacting to things that were happening to him. To Kurt Russell, yeah.
And his green girlfriend. Where was she in the movie? I don't know, because she's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but she had nothing to do.
Zoe Saldana was underused in this film. She didn't have much to do.
They established at one point this kind of relationship trouble.
What are you doing, Peter?
Dance with me.
I'm not going to dance with you.
Then they never bring it up again. What worked quite well is the baby Groot.
Which button is the button you're supposed to push? Point to it. No!
Baby Groot was cute.
Was even better than the big one, I think.
I think so. The big one had, well, a deeper Vin Diesel-ish voice.
Yeah. Vin Diesel was wasted on this.
Vin Diesel was wasted.
I am am Groot. Yeah, okay.
We could say I am
He
Groot.
wasn't wasted in the first one, but in the second one, definitely.
No, because here's the thing, like anyone could say I am Groot and then they would voice change it
Yeah.
to sound
exactly.
like Baby Groot. So they did not need Vin Diesel here. Vin Diesel got free money on this movie, as far as I'm concerned. He should count all his money and be very happy about it.
Bautista is,
Yeah.
I think, the best part
Yeah.
of the movie, and he's actually a decent actor.
Dave Bautista is not bad, actually. It turns out that the guy can act.
Why would they do that?
Probably because Rocket stole some of their batteries. Dude! Right. He didn't steal some of those. I don't know why they're after us. What a mystery this is.
Batista talking to the girl with the
With the things.
thingies.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was hilarious.
The antennae.
What are you doing?
Smiling. I hear it is the thing to do to make people like you.
What if you do it like that?
That was very funny.
Very funny because it's like
Very funny.
Because you're ugly.
Yeah.
So ugly. You're beautiful on the inside. It's brilliant. So that character was really funny, and the raccoon was good. Whatever his name was, Rocket.
Rocket is good.
Rocket.
Yeah,
I like Rocket.
everyone likes.
Not a raccoon. He doesn't like that. But Rocket was cool. There were some good jokes with Rocket, I thought. Not as funny as in the first one.
No.
Not by a long shot.
His character was better.
I think he is. Okay.
They gave him more screen time.
Yeah, but he's not nearly as funny. Yeah, there were a couple of characters that I don't think were developed enough. The Nebula character, the green girl's
Her sister, right?
who is blue for no reason. Are they supposed to be the same species? She doesn't look the same.
I think it's mentioned in the first part, but I can't really remember. So
Yeah, probably.
they're just adopted, maybe. Doesn't matter
Maybe.
really.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Blue is
she's just it's a very uninteresting, uncharismatic
Performance and
character. Yeah.
My main issue with the film, comparing it to the first one, is that this one feels diluted. It feels like there's too many characters and too many plot threads and too many things going on.
It wants to be
long
more
film.
than it is.
Yes, the first one worked better because they spent time establishing all the characters and they gave them time to develop themselves. In this film, there was very little character development for basically any of the characters.
Yeah.
There was very little character, and they just kept on being put into one action sequence after another action sequence, but there wasn't anything for them to learn about their situation from that. They just had to get through the sequence.
Yeah.
And that's not very interesting as a viewer.
There wouldn't have been the first movie, you wouldn't even care about these people. What I liked was Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was good in it.
Kurt Russell was good.
Who the hell are you?
I figured my rugged good looks would make that obvious. My name is Ego.
And there was good young Kurt Russell CGI.
Oh, young Kurt Russell CGI was very good.
Successful.
It had, of course, some awkward feel of fakeness to it, but it's the best CGI person I've seen in a long time. Not like in Rogue One.
Not like in Rogue One. Yeah, the CGI was good actually. It was kind of, it wasn't too over the top.
Yeah,
I mean, there was definitely an uncanny valley.
an uncanny feeling was there.
Yeah, but it
Other
works.
than that, it was.
But if
very
we
good.
didn't know, if we were
That's the thing I'm
if we were a
thinking, yeah.
9-year-old or whatever
Who doesn't know?
who doesn't
Kurt
know
Russell.
Kurt Russell that is
Yeah.
whatever age now, I think they would watch it and then not notice it.
Yeah, it was that good.
It was that good. Yeah.
One of the main issues I have with every Marvel and DC movie lately is the villain.
The villain was weak.
It always have to be this: we destroy the whole universe or the whole world. Or,
Why do they have to destroy the universe? Why can't they just Why can't
what the fuck, man? We're working here. Yeah, it always have to be a whole world destroying thing, and it gets boring. And it would have worked much better if it would be
a smaller story?
a smaller,
Why couldn't the bad guy just wanna? Okay, so they had the subplot of spoilers at this point, whatever. Why?
It's not a huge spoiler. And you see it coming.
You see it coming, but
it's the spoiler.
He's a baddie. Okay, so in the beginning he doesn't look like a baddie.
Who is a baddie?
The Kurt Russell.
The Kurt Russell.
The Kurt Russell was a baddie.
Kurt Russell is a baddie. Yeah.
Okay, so Kurt Russell was the baddie in this.
Kurt Russell is the villain.
The villain.
The villain.
Now here's the thing: he doesn't start off as the villain, but it's very obvious that he's the villain. There's no hiding it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
They don't even try. I don't think. So he's Star-Lord's father, and okay, fair enough. Now, there's a whole plot where he has many children, and I thought what could have been interesting is if they just left it at that. He's trying to collect up all the children that he made. He's trying to see which ones are successful and which ones are not. Mm-hmm. And that could have been a smaller story with just, Chris Pratt and him seeing these siblings, perhaps, that he hasn't.
That would have been interesting, yes.
I think that would have been a more interesting and actually more scary and kind of more tense situation than what actually ended up happening.
Instead of, whatever.
Like, I need one of them to power this doomsday device. That kind of thing.
It's a doomsday device.
It's a definite doomsday device. They call it something else, but that's not the point. He's got a doomsday device. He needs the power of another one of him to power it.
And the doomsday devices, they make me angry.
Yes, it's such a cop-out. Why can't you just have a properly motivated bad guy that has a plan or an idea or a vendetta or whatever it is that you want, and have him go after that? Yeah. What's the point of having these?
Having him
destroy the universe.
Billions of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people died in the movie.
Oh my god.
Even in the thing where they start to destroy the universe a bit, mm-hmm. and there is this kind of blob.
There's literally no other way. Well,
destroying the city, but a lot of people die.
It's a blob rock, I think.
It's a blob rock
because it's a blob, and then every time something happens and the main characters manage to weaken the baddie, it freezes and it becomes a rock. Then it's a blob again and expands.
So you see it freeze a few times.
Yeah.
Saving people.
Yeah.
But people died.
People died. I mean, I'm assuming they're dead in the blob rock.
There was a lot of carnage in this.
Not red carnage.
In this film, yeah.
There's a lot of carnage. Yeah. There was
for a film for 12-year-olds, there was a celebration of death.
There was a lot of death. There was some mayhem. There was some people severely injured, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. The body count is high in this film. Yeah. The body count is high.
Don't get me wrong. We both like violent movies.
We're into that shit.
But here it felt a bit out of place. And I'm not sure that they knew what they're doing.
And here's my main issue with this film. I don't know if it's too long.
It is too long. It is definitely too long.
Or that the last quarter of the film is shit.
It lacks a strong narrative.
Yeah. They had... I think that's what they had to do. So, because there's not a very interesting resolution with the Kurt Russell character, he ends up becoming another giant monster thing. They had to fight him. So instead, they spend a lot of time doing these over-elaborate action sequences.
Yeah, there is no build-up
to
it. It feels all... Now this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and you kind of don't care. And I thought, is this now the final fight?
And it carries on for like
because I want the movie to end.
Yeah. Yeah, I was ready to go. About half an hour before the film finished.
Yeah, the plot was...
But the plot was resolved, essentially. Like, all that was left is to defeat the Kurt Russell figure. And, because I say figure, there's a whole god creature in a whole planet called Ego.
Very subtle.
It's like so subtle.
Very subtle.
So the whole planet called Ego, and we all knew it was going to be over. It's going to be destroyed by the end of it, and why it took 35 minutes to do that.
And even after it's destroyed, it kept on going for 10-15 minutes. So come on, end the damn movie.
We were ready to go. Now here's the thing. It might sound like we didn't like it. from all the bitching about it. But I enjoyed it for the most part. It's just about half an hour before the end.
We laughed a lot.
We did?
Here are some bits of us laughing.
No, we watched it in the cinema.
All right, sorry. It's a weak script again.
Yeah. The directing
That-
was okay.
That was fine. Everything
For the most
everything
part,
else
and the acting was fine, and the graphics looked good, and
Music was fine.
the music was good.
Everything was okay.
it just wasn't great.
Yeah.
There was, I mean, maybe with the visual effects, but there's nothing that I can say was great about this film. I did enjoy the experience. We saw it in a nice cinema, and it was very full. It was very full, and people liked it, and people laughed at the same kind of.
Yeah,
ways that
we laughed also.
We laughed
a lot.
Yeah, so it's definitely enjoyable.
But
film,
it
don't get me
leaves you
wrong.
with a feeling of
Meh.
meh. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
fine. Let's make the next one. And they had 4 after credits scenes.
4. We counted them. We stayed there and we made sure we didn't miss any of them, and none of them were any use at all.
Yeah, that was pointless. I can't even remember what happened really.
No, one of them was
Stan Lee was one
Stan Lee,
for no reason.
literally crap. Really, really dumb sequence.
It didn't give a hint to the next one what could be cool. Maybe Stallone. Stallone was
Yes.
also a useless cameo.
Stallone, as far as I'm
But I
concerned,
think they will build it up for the next movie. Then it's fine. But for this, if it's a standalone thing, why was Sylvester Stallone in this movie?
no, as far as I'm concerned, I think they're seeding it for the next one.
Yeah,
They're putting him in there. He looked good in that character.
he was good.
He was good. He was good.
But why is that Stallone?
I think because he's going to be bigger in the next
Yeah,
one.
the David Hasselhoff cameo was very good.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
And we liked we liked a lot of it. It's just, as a whole,
It's forgettable.
it's very. I would not watch it again.
It's a nice experience to see it once, but then
If you're
it will disappear.
if you're a fan of the first one, and you want to see what happens with these characters, you want to see more stories with these characters, then by all means go watch this film. You're gonna enjoy yourself. If you haven't seen the first one, I wouldn't recommend this.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like the first one had issues with the action sequences where they have fist fights. That's always terribly edited and terribly filmed, I would say.
Yeah. They're not. This one had less fist fights, I think.
Yeah, but the one I
More
saw,
gunfights.
I thought, come on. Where they cut before the impact to the next.
They keep on doing that, and I think it's because of the 12 rating. I think there's something about
Could be.
landing the punch in the frame. Too many of those makes you.
Or
push
it's just
over the
easier
plot.
to film. But other than that, and the lame villain and lame plot, it's enjoyable.
So other than lame plot, lame villain, and actually fairly lame action, a lot of the time. I mean, it's just you're watching a video game, and the thing is, a lot of it looks. The visual style reminded me of an animated sort of 3D movie, for the most part, because it's mostly rendered backgrounds that they're filming against, and it's mostly, quite often, it's CGI characters and ships and environments. So but because of the colorful nature of it all, it kind of works.
I felt this whole movie felt like a long trailer for a video game
Yeah,
they will bring out.
they probably will.
Even how
And it's gonna suck.
Even how the shooting scenes against the villain at the end works out. That I see that's a computer game.
I think I said this to you at the time. The end boss battle, right?
Yeah.
Literally felt like a God of War level. Like a God of War boss battle. You know, right down to the green lady climbing up on him and cutting him open, which is exactly what you do in God of War 2.
In every God of War, yeah.
Actually, no, you didn't, yeah. So, I think that the makers of this film have played God of War, is what I'm saying.
All right. So, shall we rate this movie?
Let's do it. I'll give it a 3 out of 7. No.
3 out of 7 sounds fair.
You know what? If you have some people around and you're watching it at home when the DVD comes out or Blu-ray now, when the Blu-ray comes out and you're watching it at home with some friends and stuff, have a can of beer or whatever, you're gonna enjoy it. If you're sitting in the cinema and you're super quiet and you're focusing on the whole thing, that's actually more frustrating.
Yeah.
Because. Right? Because there's a lot
you will see the flaws more.
There's a lot of sequences where if you're not paying 100% attention, you would go along with it. But...
Which is a link to another movie we watched today.
Yes.
Well, you have to pay attention.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later.
Much later. Well, in a different review altogether. Just here. Just click the link. It's a link.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that.
Alright, see you on the next episode on Can Talk, and
watch this film if you want to watch it.
So we're saving the galaxy again? Yep. Awesome!
When are you watching it? When are you watching this? Subscribe, like and subscribe to our channel. The link is above us. Or down here.
Embarrassing.
Or just begging for subscriptions.
Yeah.